All right, Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with my man Jesse Robinson. Y'all asked for him, and he is back. What's up, Jesse?
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing, man? You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to see you as always. Wanted to talk, just get your thoughts on some things going on in the boxing world. Recently we had a number of big fights. The first one I'll ask you about is Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. What did you make of it?
Well, you know, Mikey talked up a good game, and it was just different sizes.
Yeah.
I mean, a small guy against a big guy with a lot of reach and a lot of skills. You know, sometimes you ask for what you don't want, but he got paid, so
royally too.
He did it one way, but then again in another way, it just wasn't there. As you jump up in weight, you have to respect the guy who carries the weight and the height and all the things like that. His physical attributes is phenomenal. His skill level is phenomenal. His volume of punches is phenomenal. All that came in play because the main thing is he showed off and showed out. You know, that was his whole thing was. And Mikey couldn't do nothing because, like I say, your best offense is your defense. Your best defense is your offense. Yeah. And he just couldn't get in nothing. He couldn't execute. Every time he started, Mike was already there. I mean,
Spence. Spence
was already there. So you sometimes you just say you can do something and you don't know because you got to respect them weights, man. They made weights for a reason.
It's true.
You know,
he thought he was Manny Pacquiao.
No, Manny Pacquiao had volume when he came up. Mm-hmm. He had so many punches. He threw so many punches that he can, and these guys when Manny Pacquiao was fighting, they was fighting not like Spence. You find the youngest and the baddest guy out there, and then you say you think you could beat him. Well, that's easy to say, but hard to do.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Manny Pacquiao stepped up to an old Oscar. Mm-hmm. Not old Oscar, but I mean an Oscar who had slowed down.
Yeah, he wasn't in his prime anymore.
No, he wasn't in his prime no more. When most of the guys he stepped into, they was coming down instead of going up. So that makes a big difference.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're a guy. You've worked in like the television side of boxing. I know you have history with that, going back to the days of Don King. Errol Spence is like, he's been becoming a really good draw in Texas and Dallas and whatnot. Do you think he can become like a pay-per-view star?
Oh yeah, for sure. If he fight the best. Listen, everybody, when people want to see you fight that they thought. Listen, I was a little bit confused about Mikey Garcia. I said, Mikey fights, man. He fights. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to see a great fight, but then you got to look at the leverage, the height, the weight. All the dynamics of the situation. Then it breaks down and say, hey, what kind of volume he put out? Well, with the volume, with the power, nobody can stay up to that level on that. That's what Errol Spence. That's what you got to look at. That if he fight Sean Porter, same thing. Plus, Sean Porter don't have the height. No. He's aggressive, but hey, he can control it because he got a jab, he got a straight left.
Body shots.
Body shots. Yeah. Coming top, working like a sewing machine, stitching you up. However you want to be stitched, he can stitch you up.
That's what Errol's meant to do to you.
That's right.
Okay, we were just talking about him potentially fighting Manny Pacquiao. What do you think about that?
Who?
Errol Spence Jr.
No, well, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, like I said, is coming down. He's an old guy now. Everybody you always say, they can expect the same thing. Manny Pacquiao. We love him because of what he did. He fought in so many weight divisions. He came, but here comes a day, that Father Time. Know what he say?
He gets you.
Hey, I got you. and you know what? He don't want to end up on the upside, in the downside of Father Time.
Yeah.
See, when you're on the upside of Father Time, it's great, but when you're on the downside of Father Time, it's bad.
It's never fun.
Hey, my daddy told me when I was growing up. He said once you hit 50, it goes the other way.
Oh man!
So he's a fighter.
He ain't too far from 52. He's only 10 years away from that. So
listen. He 50 as a fighter because you become a senior, and you peak out, and then all of a sudden, hey, he didn't did his thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down now.
Okay, so what you're saying is, even though his actual age is 40, the wear and tear from boxing over the years, he's really 50, but he's in the ring when he's in the ring.
Listen, you go buy you some spark plugs. They ain't got but so much fire in them. You got to take them out sometime and tune them up again. He got to get some more spark plugs. You can't get, it ain't there no more.
Okay, all right, so that's that. You're a guy who's big on the heavyweights. You know, with heavyweight boxing, you have the whole Joshua Wilder saga that's been going on. Wilder just recently turned on the Dazn, that big $100 million plus Dazn deal. What do you make of that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Dazn deal. I mean, that type of money, man, it's crazy, you know, because what happened is when you say $100 million, God, man, back in the day, you couldn't get no $100 million. What you had to do? You know, conquer the world. So, you know, that's crazy money. I mean, he turned down $20 million for this fight coming up with him in Brazil. You don't turn down that type of money, man. I mean, all that food on the table, brother, you don't turn that down.
I mean, for a mandatory defense at that, you know.
No, just not a mandatory. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
20 million?
A lot.
Brother.
Do a lot with 20 million.
Dude, that's 5 fights in one. Maybe more than that. So we don't, you know, 20 million, you don't turn it down.
Yeah.
And the fight with Joshua, 40 million. That's big money.
It's two. You get two of those paydays.
Yeah, that's right. If you win, that's more money.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's unquestionable. How do you step away from that type of situation?
Yeah, I don't know. It's bad management, I guess, right?
Well, some bad decisions were made somewhere.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's awesome money.
Okay. Tyson Fury also signed a massive deal with ESPN. What did you make of that when it happened?
No, he made a smart move. Because see, you want to be on the upside of any promotion. If you're on the upside, I mean, he came up. He was the B side. He slipped into the A side. He's
just
smart.
like that.
You can't get no better than. Then he got dual promotions. I mean, he got promoted. Got
one TV deal in the UK and one TV deal in America.
Exactly. He got dual promotion. It's a grand slam.
Okay. Speaking of someone like you were involved in the TV side of boxing, I know for a little bit. Can you talk about like what that does for a fighter when he has, you know, a dual promotion, like one in the UK, a TV deal, a big TV deal in the UK because he has one with BT Sport, and then one here on the worldwide leader in sports, like ESPN. Like, what does that do for a fighter?
Oh, he's a marketable genius in a sense because now, you know, he talks up boxing. When I took Shannon over to England to do all the promotion for him campaigning against David Haye, it's all about talking. People want to see a fight plus a guy who can talk it up.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson Fury is coming over to America. He says, you know, how great America is. But guess what? He winning on both sides because he's from England, so he's very successful over there as a British. Now he come over here and capture the American audience. Brother, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and he's got a chance to be the people's champion.
That's right. All he got to do is win the title again. I told all the guys about this fight with Wilder. Wilder didn't have the skill level where Tyson Fury got. And I told him he was making the moves in the ring. He got the height. He has everything. He using range. All the things that you need to do to beat Wilder, he did it. And he made Wilder look like an amateur. But guess what? Wilder got his number now, though. Wilder know if I get to him and make contact,
that's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's just like having missiles and shooting them. They got to hit the target.
Absolutely.
See, one thing about it, you try to hit his head, you have to be stupid to just shoot at his head and he can pull and roll and slip. No, hit that body and come back to that head. You can't miss that big body.
No, it's 6'9".
So he started putting punches together and he's stepping to him because you got to step to him and make contact, you know. And all these things you can say and put together. You got some fighters still won't be able to do the things you ask for, you know. You got to be a very consecutive fighter, like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson would run up on you, put it on you.
Yeah, just consistent work the whole fight.
Listen, all them playing, when you get hit in the face, all that changed, like he said. Soon, everybody got a plan. But when you get hit in the face, all that changed.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Listen, every time. But hey, one thing I can say about Wilder, one thing about it, he going for you. And he be in the best condition ever. Anybody can throw as many punches he threw and miss and still be slinging, brother. He's the real deal in that ring.
No, he is. You gotta give it to him. People want to criticize him a lot and say, oh, he hasn't fought nobody. He's this, he's that. But he's, to knock Fury down in the 12th round. I mean, I thought that was pretty special.
He be windmilling, but that windmill sometimes hits something, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
might clip you and put your lights out.
Let me tell you something. You gotta step to him before he step to you, because he be windmilling, but brother, he don't never stop. He go 12 rounds windmilling.
Absolutely.
Slinging punches.
Just like that. That was your idea to take Shannon to England? I never knew that. That was your idea to go to England?
Yes, I took it to England.
So you're
Chris covered, the promoter covered everything, and we went over there to campaign to do that, yes.
But I'm saying you were like the mastermind. You were the one who suggested this, saying, hey, let's go to England.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you have it, man. Jesse Robinson, a very smart man. The last thing I wanted to ask you about, because we were talking about this, the guy you trained, Gregory Corbin.
Sure.
He went to Dallas. He fought Charles Martin recently. Didn't come out with the victory. You said something interesting to me. You said something about the psychology of when you get under them lights, and I kind of wanted to touch on that. What was it like when you walk out into a big thing like Cowboy Stadium and the lights come on?
Well, listen, Gregory Corbin is a good fighter. He's a talented fighter, but he went under the lights, and hey, it's just like when a deer run out in front of a car. Brother, he said, I'm dead, and he knew it. He went up under the lights, and he froze like a block of ice. And it happened to many people in boxing and any entertainment. You go on stage, you get stage fright. It happens. But any man who gets that opportunity and say they ready to get up there, they can redeem themselves. It's nothing wrong with stepping up. Same thing happened to even Mikey Garcia. He stepped into a bigger arena where the stage was there, but he didn't appeal to the guys where he can show he can dominate. He stepped out of his comfort zone, stepped into Earl Spence's comfort zone, and showed that, hey, I ain't even on his level. See, it's the same situation. This guy, Corbin, he didn't have the experience, so he was stepping up to the experience. And hey, all of a sudden you go into an arena where there's 50,000 people. Man, can I arrive here today? It's just like landing a plane.
Yeah.
Every plane don't land smooth. Sometimes they hit a hell of a bunch. Some of them crash. So that's what happened to him. He couldn't show his ability on that occasion. It was too big for him. The stage was too big. You gradually notch your guy up. You notch him up. You notch him up. You notch him up. And then maybe he could show up, But jump from here to a high point, brother, sometimes we miss the ledge. And we fall real hard. But guess what? He can redeem himself. We get him a couple more fights, and hey, in time, that's it. And it don't matter how old you is or where you've been, when you're going deep, there's other creatures out there.
Yeah.
You got shark. You get away from the dolphins. Get to the sharks. They don't play.
They don't. They don't.
Listen, you can't swim like them.
Okay, so we'll see what happens with Gregory Corbin, But
well, he'll come back and we'll see what happens. He was in the camp with all the top guys training with him, doing excellent. Yeah. When he went under them lights, you can't beat them lights. And in that ring, you forget what's happening when you get in them lights. That plan, hey, so you get hit in the face, that plan go out the window.
Yeah. Well, that's like one time I heard Floyd Mayweather say, like, you got your gym fighters and you got your under the lights fighters.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can look like trash in the gym every day. But when you put me on them lights, I'm gonna perform.
That's right.
And sometimes it can be the opposite. You can be a great gym fighter.
That's right.
And when the lights come on, you're not so good.
Well, they said back in the day, and everybody said Ali used to not look as great in the gym as he did in the fights. Mm-hmm. He was different. Ali wasn't a gym fighter. He was an entertainer. And that was great about him. Greg had to learn how to be in the ring to finish what he started.
Under the lights.
Under the lights.
But can a fighter learn that, or is it something you either have or you don't have?
Psychologically, it's based on the trainers trying to work with him. Mm. Like I said, we can go and do it again. If he can't rise to the occasion, he might not never rise to the occasion. But hey, I can respect what happened and say, hey, brother, now it's time for you to redeem yourself. Because you're going to either be a coward or a hero. That's in anything. The one who's keep going, he can become a hero. The ones who stop and retreat,
Coward.
he's always going to be a coward.
All right.
You know, he was in the ring, but basically, like I say, it was all about producing at that time. Well, he couldn't produce. He was in too deep. But hey, he can come back, get a couple fights. If he can redeem himself, hey, God bless him. But I'm gonna work with him because you know, I know he can fight.
Yeah, and I know he can too.
He's a very strong guy. He's got some talent, and psychologically, he have to reevaluate himself. Okay. I say, when you step out there, you got to feed your family. You can buy houses and cars with the finances you make. But if you don't win and you don't go any further, that means you got to go get a job. and you afraid to work. Hey, it's a bit different. You go on that job. Hey, you got to show up too.
Punch that clock. Perform.
That's right. You got to perform for these people to work. It's performance time too.
Yeah, I'm sure people watching this could attest to that.
Yeah, that's right. It's always under light. Whether you're in a room somewhere working all day or wherever you're at, you got to go on them lights. Huh? Work is lights.
That's true.
Really, just keep it, make it happen, man.
All right. So Gregory Corbin, hopefully he gets back on track.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to ask you about before we end the interview is Canelo versus Daniel Jacobs. You know, big fight happening on May 4th. What do you make of it?
Well, Canelo is a star. Everybody know Canelo is a star. He fights under the lights and he brings in the big wins. Daniel Jacobs is a guy, he's very talented, but I never see him step up with all the aggression to dominate. You can't win a title by saying, I fought the guy and I beat him. You got to dominate. You got to take over the situation. Can you knock him down? Can you dominate? Can you be the first? Be first in the ring? Can you be the one who take the fight to him and dominate round for round? That's the only way they're going to give you the fight. You're not going to beat the star by just reaching for it.
Gotta take it, make your presence known.
You got to get up there and bring it down.
Yeah.
Huh? You ain't gonna. It don't work like that. Oh, I put up a great fight. He fought Triple G.
Yeah.
And he fought a great fight.
He said, I thought I won the fight.
But no, I thought. I didn't see him bring that star down. No. You got to bring the star down. Until then, you just in there. You just was there. You just went on a big dance and you enjoyed yourself. Like ballroom dance, you just dance along with it. That's what he's gonna do.
So you don't think he's gonna beat Canelo? You don't.
No, he's a guy who will do one thing. I told you, you got to dominate. You got to bring the star down. That's the way it works. Don't think they're gonna give you the fight. What do you think they're gonna give him the fight?
No, he's not getting a decision on Canelo. All that money Dazn just paid on the night.
How many times he can knock him down? How many times he can say, hey, I got it, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, any final words for the boxing world?
No, man. I'm just looking forward to Derek Quavers. He's coming up, a welterweight that really talented, and we're gonna see. He got some fights coming up. He got a date May 24th in Atlantic City. Okay. Yeah. So Derek Quavers, watch out for him. Thank you, Jesse, as always, for talking to True School Sports. Leave your comments down below, guys. I know you wanted them back, so he's here. Okay.